Today we'll be making spring rolls. It's my first try out spring rolls, and I'll do that with the beef and potato filling. So while network was trying to annoy me, I decided to start off by prepping my vegetables. Okay. So I'm cutting up my potatoes. I'll bring this to a boil and mash them. These potatoes are really big, so I just want to cut them into smaller pieces to cook through. Right. I'm going to put in some salt. I put it in the freezer. Minutes. See, I think it's not working. Alright. And I'll go ahead and chop the other vegetables. Put this here. See what I'm doing. With the onions, as this take the longest time. Now I really like my onions really finely diced, right? So first, when you peel your onion, it's whole like this. Then I cut it into half, making sure that the root is intact. This I tip I learned from YouTube. I'm still quite slow, but it gets my onions really finely chopped, which is what I like. So first, I'll cut this down the middle. Okay, right, so then we have this water. Then I peel off the back. This is I believe Chef Marco Pierre. It's a method he shared in one of his interviews which works for me as a novice. So when you peel off, this was from the quarter, this was from this quarter, right? So I just peeled off this, right? Then you cut it into thin strips. I hope this helps you as much as it helps me. Voila. It's really thin strips. Let's make a fine dice of onions. We're making spring rolls. Okay. Then when we have the thin strips like this, then we dice it. We go horizontally, right? Okay. I really like the fine dice of onions, so I don't mind going through this whole process. But if what you're doing requires a bigger dice, then you don't need to do this, I guess. Or if you don't mind a bigger dice. Now for this other cutter, we do same. Hello. Thank you for joining in. I'm making spring rolls. So I'm just starting off now to prep my ingredients to make the filling. On YouTube? Yeah. hope your day is going on just great.
What's the name?
It's my channel. Curious Cook. I changed it to Curious Cook. We're doing a fine dice of onions. Hello, Millie. We're doing a fine dice of onions to make the filling for spring roll. Okay. So this is what we have. And I'm just going to go across again because I like it really finely chopped. So I'm just going to run my knife across it again. Hello Alex, happy Sunday. How's your day going? Mine is going great. I have decided to make spring rolls today. First try. So I'm excited to see how the journey will be and to get along with it. Okay, running my hands because everyone is really fast. Ma, did you see it? There we go. Hello Alex and hello May. Let me know where you're watching from and what's your favorite snack. I love filled pastries. I would love filled pastries, fish rolls, meat pie. I'm not a very huge fan of sausage in general, sausage and hot dog. So that's, I don't particularly care for sausage roll. I think that's, yeah. So the other really common ones, I'm a huge fan. I learned about these it's a chicken pie basically, fried of course, but it has a creamy filling. I'll try it one of these days. I'll make it. Just the pop of colors and how creamy it was. I really like that. We are making the filling for spring rolls. Now I'm just finely dicing my onions. I like to fine dice. So I do the method shared by Chef Marco Pierre, which takes me a bit more time than if I'm just doing the regular dice. But yeah, I'm okay with the results, how thin it is. Okay. You know you're in the live here.
I just want to eat.
find this.
Counting on my days.
You can appreciate. It's really thin with it, guys.
I say la la la. Find a way to love you. I go la 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 la.
Now I'm going to chop up some coriander. Let's have it. I'm going to add this in last, so I'll put it in a separate container from the onions. Now the recipe I'm following is from Salim's Kitchen, and I think he called for mint. I don't have mint, so I'll just go ahead and use basil. basil. When your words mean nothing, I go la la la. I'll also add in some spring onions. Okay. My bucket of spring onions that I kept fresh by dipping in water. So I think I'll take three. I'll use three. Okay. Three spring onions. Just cutting away the dry parts on the roots. I don't want the dry parts. Wash this. Hello, we are making spring rolls, right? So I'm starting off by chopping the vegetables we'll use for our filling. Let me know where you're watching from and what's your favorite snack. I'm just finely chopping my vegetables. Okay, this is the dice we have. This is fine enough for me. Just add that to my chopped coriander and basil. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead to do the ginger and the garlic. I will grate the garlic and I'm going to, sorry, the ginger, and I'm going to use this side, yep, the smaller side of it, of the box grater. Oh. I'm so used to doing the incline one, I still want to incline this. Maybe I should have just stuck to what I'm used to. But this provides more stability. Yeah. I think I'll use this one for bigger, fatter vegetables like carrots, or when I want to grate my butter. Because when it's so small, the incline one will work best for me. Okay, we have a ginger. Still some more ginger. That's big. to be careful when it gets really small so you don't glitter your fish. And when it's too small to hold, I always just prefer to discard it. Just hold one myself over. Then I'll just clean this out to have my ginger. And garlic paste. This is what we have. Grated ginger. Next, I'm going to smash up my garlic. So, garlic. And I'm going to use, I have half a kilo of beef to cook for the filling. So I'll just use about 4 cloves of garlic. I always have to hold myself together when I have to use garlic because I like garlic, man. Like I can use 20 cloves of garlic if if I don't speak to myself, because I really like garlic. And it's hardly like, if I eat something and I'm like, this is too garlicky, then at that point it's medicine. So since I will not be the only one eating this, I'll have to, yeah. And I'm just going to add a bit of salt to my garlic that I'm smashing. Then I'll join the ginger and just mash both of them together. To have my freshly made ginger and garlic paste. Now to the part that I'm not very excited about. I'm also adding some pepper. And I'm not excited about it because now I need to be extra careful with my eyes. So here we go, 1 Scotch bonnet pepper. And this is frozen. I used to wash it and just keep them in the freezer to drop in my soups. So since it's frozen, I'm just going to chop it up finally before I add it to the mashed. Scotch bonnet pepper, oh my god. Let's wash my face like a million times before I touch my face. together. Okay, with the ginger and garlic paste. One last time for good measure. One last mash for dash. Okay, I like this. This is good. This works for me. So this is what it looks like. Ginger and garlic paste with some scotch bonnet pepper. I'll just keep this. So now I have my onions diced. I have my leeks, that is green onions diced. Coriander diced as well. Some basil diced. So first off, I'll start by heating oil in the pot. Then I go in with the minced beef, 500 grams. Before I go in with my ginger and garlic paste and onions. I'll add in some spices. See, that pepper that is causing me to cough. Yo, sharp. So, sorry. Blend the spices I will be using. I will just use the spices I have at home. Excuse me. The Sabine kitchen recipe that I'm using, I do not have most of those spices. I actually went to the market yesterday and I tried to get most of them, but I couldn't source them. Cumin wasn't there. There was no cumin. So I got rosemary and thyme instead. So here are the spices. Okay. This is country onions, aka black pepper. I will not be using that in this recipe. I'm going to be using what I presume are familiar spices. So this is some thyme. I need a little bit of thyme. Okay. So I have some thyme. This should be roughly a bit shy of a tablespoon of thyme. Then some rosemary, dried rosemary. Some dried rosemary. I'll be adding that in as well. Okay. Then I'll add in some bay leaves. Yes, I'm going to blend the bay leaves. Sue me. Please don't see me. But yeah, I'll add in some bay leaves. I'm not going to get the biology. This middle part, I forget how the vein. Yes, the vein. I'm pinching out of it because I don't want the vein. The vein is hard, right? So I don't want that in. I don't want this biting to stuff. Baby vein. So I'll blend this into a powder. Okay. Let's go blend. still a bit rough, so I'll give it one more go. Oh, I like that. Yep, this is smoother. So I'll leave it at this. Okay. So now I'm going to measure out my meat. Just put this away. Chop and spice blended. I'll measure out my meat. So I have 500 grams of ground. So no, I need some. This is better. Okay. This is my ground beef, right? So I want to measure out 500 grams of this. That is what I will use. Yep. Almost had it at the first go. Yeah, this will work. Okay, so I have my meat ready. So now I'm just going to clean up before we start cooking. Just clean up the things I used. Hello. So that's we are making spring roll filling for some spring rolls. A great way to fight Sunday neurosis is to cook or to make something delicious or to go out, hang out with family and friends or hang out with me. Let's make spring rolls together.
Water is dry now.
Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to use this bowl to mash my potatoes. This is a bowl that I was using to discard the place of whichever I would use. So I'll just clean it up. check to make sure my peppers are done. Potatoes we have boiling away, so I'm just going to check for doneness. Yep, my fork passes through it nicely, so that's fine. So we're going to mash this up. This. Smoother. Can you see this? The consistency is much smoother. So I'll just keep matching it. I want it really smooth. Yeah. Yep. You're getting somewhere, but you're getting there. Creamy mashed potato. Yep. See how smooth that is. Hello. We are making a filling for some spring rolls. So make some spring rolls. This is my first try at spring rolls. So actually, this is not my first. Well, yes, no. I have tried to make using the brush method, right? This is my first try using this recipe that I am using today, Salim's Kitchen's recipe. But not entirely my first try at. You guys see the name of those things: egg rolls, spring rolls. Everybody should just mind themselves. But yeah, this is my first try using this recipe. So I'll see how it goes. Oh god. Listen, I never got mashed potatoes hype then. Just look at how pretty and nice this look. I get it. I get the hype like mad. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my fuck is not. You can see. That's okay. When it's done, I hope you come get yours to it. Yep, this is it. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it at this. I find this machine so therapeutic. I might just keep on doing it, but I'm going to leave it at this. This is fine. I like this consistency. It's smooth enough for me. Okay. I'm just going to clean up my machine so we don't waste food. Clean it up really well. Food is meant to be eaten, not wasted. I'll just move this up. Just dirt there and take out. It wasn't dirt, it was just a piece of potato skin. No, we don't need that. So now we cook. We have a pan. See, when I cook a lot of this, and I see the amount of oil, I'm like, I'm not guilty. Because the oil that I will use is not the amount of oil that I'm using. So this today is like, let me respect the original recipe. I hope it doesn't turn out too dry. But let me respect the recipe. Okay? So the recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of oil. Who measures oil? Well, apparently everyone else except me. I just estimate based on what I have to cook. So this is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, 3 tablespoons of oil. And they say when the oil is hot, so add in my meats. The oil is hot. So this is my meat, my ground meat. I'm just going to keep that here, ready to add in. After adding that in, I'm going to go in with my ginger and garlic paste and some salt. Yes, and the spices. So I need to, everything I need close by, so I'm not flustered when the action starts. These are spices I ground, some rosemary, thyme, and bay leaves. That's what I will be using. Then I'll also use that with some curry powder. Okay. I'll put in some curry powder as well as some pepper powder. I didn't get it all seasoning. Ready for us. I'll use about a tablespoon of this pepper powder. Let me just quickly wash. This tablespoon I use to measure out the oil. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yep. Bits of the oil are jumping out. So it's ready for the meat. It is ready for the meat. Ready or not, here I come. So let's put in. Hey guys, I'll just put this thing in now. and it's already sticking to my pan. So I don't like to measure oil. This thing is sticking to my pan. That's why you open. Hey! I bet. Sorry to the recipe. I'm going to add a bit of oil because that feels a bit thin. Oh, I see. I now understand where the difference comes from. They probably had an oil skillet. I'm using a different type of pan. I should have taken that into account. They had oil wok, a seasoned wok, sorry, that's the name. A seasoned wok, so I'm just going with a bit of salt. Yeah. They had a seasoned wok and mine is anything with a season. Already was sticking. See? Because already bits were already sticking into the pan. This would not have done. So now I just try to catch those bits that stuck so they don't get burned and introduce a flavor I do not want. Okay. Then I'm going to add my ginger and garlic paste, the ground thyme and rosemary, some curry powder, bit of curry powder, and some of the pepper. Some pepper. Oh, this Springroll is really spicy. Guys, I reduced the heat because it started sticking, but now I'm just going to put it back up to medium, right? There we go. I'm just going to keep. I'll do this for about 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, then I'll go in with my onions, my finely diced onions. Listen, I just put these onions. It hasn't even sweated down and it disappeared into the meat. That's what I wanted. Okay. While this cooks, let me do some multiple and clean up some of the dishes. I'm not trying to waste anything. Occasionally. While we're cooking, we always want to turn the handle away from us so we don't keep it on a pushing accident. That's something I learned, which is very helpful to me. So while that is cooking, I'm just reducing some of the dirty dishes. I'm stirring this occasionally so it doesn't burn or catch on bottom. Just push down the dishes like this. There's nothing I hate more than when I'm done in the kitchen and I have a pile of dirty dishes and listen. Yeah, I hate it. It's just so I always look like me, like funny me that it's just like I'm having to wash it from my face. It's lazy. We'll go back in there. Let's go back in. Okay. See? Let's fry it nicely. Okay. Mask it up. Yep. At this stage, I'm almost done, so I'm going to taste for seasoning. Okay. See if I want to add anything else. I like how salty it is. So I'll add a bit of Maggi. Salted just right, but I want a bit more marketable. Yeah, look at onions were disappeared. Yep, that's why I have like a fine rice. You can see some. Sorry, pepper powder, pepper powder. This is sponsored by pepper powder. Okay. Okay. So now I turn on the heat. add in my chopped spring onion, celery, basil, and mix it. Here's what I want. I mix in my finely chopped. Okay, that's what we have. We mix that in. Okay, then now I add in my mashed burrito. Mashed burrito. And mix that in. Okay. Now the even getting cold and sticking to the bottom of the spoon. Just only turn off the tap when you're done. Just mixing it really well. Let's see what we have shown. Okay, this is what we have. That's it. Our spring roll filling is all done, right? This is what it looks like. Now we're going to make the wrappers. Okay, yep. I'll transfer this in a bowl to cool down. And the bowl I'm going to use to so I'm going to end the live now. I'll transfer this in a bowl to cool down. Then I'm going to do the dishes and I'll come back on again for the spring roll wrappers. Bye bye.